Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Air Force's offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
On the option, he'll do it himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Turning it on. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The option look. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the back. On the option. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Air Force.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Gets the back moving. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. It can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Plows through the defense. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Falcons are on the move. On the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now on the option. Creates a little room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Air Force. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Off play action on first down. It's caught downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
On the option. He'll toss it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Sticks it in his belly. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hauls it in. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Milner. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The option look. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the big fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Now the toss. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the fullback. Still running at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Harrison. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. At the 40, there he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback and gain a couple yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Try to get it to the edge. Slithers into space. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
28, Ole Miss, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man, it's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Sends it back in motion. The play action fake. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. Got enough for the 1st. Breaks into the open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Quarterback keeps him, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give...
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Toss to the outside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Air Force. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. The big fullback's got it. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally. Okay, those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. You get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Sends it back in motion. Give to the fullback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David